India faces its last phase of voting for the biggest ever general elections to be conducted in the world. Updates on this and more in today's episode. Hi, it's Neha and welcome to Logically India's News Rundown. Our top headlines for today are: first up, voting for the marathon 7-phase Lok Sabha elections in India came to a close on Sunday, with a turnout of nearly 64% in the last polling phase for 59 seats, including the Prime Minister's very own constituency, Varanasi. In the 2014 general elections, the highest ever turnout was 66.4%. Over 8,000 candidates were in fray for 542 Lok Sabha seats across the country this year. In fact, polling for Vellore's seat in Tamil Nadu was deferred due to excessive use of cash. An approximate of 66.88% of voters exercised their franchisee over the last 6 phases of polling in the Lok Sabha elections. The poll was spread over 38 days, with the results to be declared on 23rd May. Violence in West Bengal and clashes in Punjab were reported. Sunday, the last phase of the Lok Sabha elections, reported EVM glitches as well as poll boycotts in some booths. It decided the fate of 918 candidates. Voting took place in the 13 seats in Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, 9 in West Bengal, 8 seats each in Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, 4 in Himachal Pradesh, 3 in Jharkhand, and the lone seat of Chandigarh. According to officials in Uttar Pradesh, 56.84% of voting was recorded in 13 Lok Sabha seats. Varanasi recorded a turnout of 58.05%, while Gorakhpur recorded a 57.38% turnout. The highest turnout, however, was in Maharajganj, which recorded a 62.40% turnout, while the lowest was in Balia with 52.50%. Violence erupted in the constituency of Chandoli as state BJP chief Mahendra Nath Pandey demanded for a re-election as the BJP supporters and Samajwadi supporters clashed. A report from Chandoli stated that the fingers of Dalits had already been inked even before they could cast their votes in the Tara Jivanpur village under the Ali Nagar police station. Officials state that an FIR has been lodged regarding this matter. In addition to this, poll boycotts was witnessed in locations like Varanasi, Mirzapur, Gorakhpur and Mao. Incidences of violence was reported in West Bengal, where 73.51% of 1.49 crore electorate exercised their franchisee in 9 West Bengal Lok Sabha seats. According to BJP's North Kolkata candidate Rahul Sinha, a crude bomb was hurled near Girish Park in the constituency around noon. However, the Kolkata police said that a cracker was burst and that the polling went rather peacefully. Moving on to the exit polls, which predict another term for Modi. Some also state a 300-plus seat for the NDA. The exit polls, however, were divided on the predictions of the politically most important state of Uttar Pradesh. Most exit polls forecast another term for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with some also predicting that the BJP-led NDA will win more than 300 seats, which will comfortably pass a 272 majority mark in the Lok Sabha, with some like ABP Nielsen predicting the tally of BJP to fall from 71 to 22 seats, while others like News 18 Ipso and News 24 Chanakya predicting the tally to go over 60 seats. The BJP party appeared to make major gains in the eastern states of Odisha and West Bengal. Exit polls by News 18 Ipsos, News 24 Chanakya and India Today Axis predict a 336 to 364 and 336 to 368 seats respectively won by the NDA, with the BJP crossing the majority for another term on its own after the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. However, 2 exit polls conducted by ABP Nielsen News and Neta News X predict that the ruling alliance will not cross the majority, with a prediction of 267 and 242 seats respectively. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu expressed his anguish over the low-quality political debates with the just concluded general election campaigns, with politicians resorting to personalized comments and attacks instead of addressing issues of larger public concern. He said that politicians should remember that they are only rivals and not enemies, and that abusive language must be avoided. He also added that this is a serious issue for political parties, people, and the media to ponder about. Naidu recalled that during his younger days as a legislator, he was highly critical and harsh of the policies made by the government, however, never indulged in personal attacks. He highlighted the importance of respecting the institution of a prime minister, chief minister, leader of opposition, and other public representatives. In world news, amid heightened tensions in the Persian Gulf over the attacks on the kingdom's energy sector, a top diplomat from Saudi Arabia on Sunday said that Saudi Arabia does not want war, however, will not hesitate to defend itself against Iran. Abdul Al Jaber, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, spoke a week after four oil tankers, two of which were Saudi, were targeted in an alleged act of sabotage off the coast of the UAE. Al Jaber said, "The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia does not want war in the region and does not strive for that. But at the same time, if the other side chooses war, the kingdom will fight this with all force and determination, and it will defend itself, its citizens, and interests." A senior Iranian military commander was similarly quoted as saying that his country is not looking for war, as published in Iranian media on Sunday. The fear of armed conflict is already high after the White House ordered for bombers and warships to the region earlier this month to counter an unexplained alleged threat from Iran. In Pakistan, the Imran Khan-led government is actively considering the appointment of a national security advisor to revive the back-channel diplomacy with India, to iron out the issues hindering the peace talks between the two nations, officials said on Sunday. Since assuming office in August this year, Prime Minister Imran Khan has repeatedly reached out to India to resume all peace talks on all outstanding issues. India has, however, made it clear to Pakistan that terrorism and dialogue will not go hand in hand. A senior official, speaking on the condition of anonymity, said that the government is likely to appoint a retired military official as the NSA. An Iraqi Shiite paramilitary group said that a roadside bomb has hit a bus carrying its fighters in eastern Iraq, killing 7 and injuring 26. No one has immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. However, the Sunni Islamic State group has constantly attacked the Shiite communities and groups in the past. The Islamic State, that had seized a few Iraqi cities and had established a self-styled Islamic caliphate in the territories that it controls, was considered formally defeated in Iraq following a 3-year-long bloody battle that left tens of thousands dead and Iraqi cities to the ruins. Around 14 people were also injured in a roadside explosion that targeted a tourist bus carrying 25 South Africans near Egypt's Giza pyramids on Sunday. Officials from the nearby Al Haram hospital told CNN that they received the wounded tourists from the attack. This marks the second attack on foreign tourists near the famed pyramids in less than 6 months. Al Jazeera reported that the attack comes after Egypt's vital tourism industry shows some signs of recovery after years of doldrum because of constant political turmoil and violence that toppled the former leader Hosni Mubarak. In the Western world, thousands of demonstrators prepared to rally against the nation's most restrictive ban on abortions in decades in the southern US state of Alabama. The women reproductive right defenders will gather in the capital city to denounce the Alabama Human Life Protection Act, or HB 314, which virtually outlaws terminations. Alabama last week passed a law banning all abortion, including incest or rape, unless there is a risk of death to the mother. In the age of rising feminism, what are your views regarding the orthodox decision being taken by one of the most developed nations in the world? Don't forget to let us know in the comments below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Logically India's News Rundown. Don't forget to click on the small bell icon to be reminded every time we post a new video. Like and subscribe, and remember, when you think news, always think logically.